Welcome to Deep Thought. Think about the choices that got you to this point in your life. Yeah, and I had to think about that long title too. But in all seriousness, think about the choices that got you to this point. And when I mean this point, not just the point of watching this video. Even you can think, well, you know what? Maybe you can think about that too. You can think about it on a large scale and on a macro scale, but also on a micro scale. Like, why are you eating at this particular place, or why are you walking down this road, or whatever, driving, whatever. But also, where you at in your life right now. Because you didn't just drift to this place. You know, it wasn't luck. You had to think, you had to make a decision. I'm gonna tell you what, I don't care what religion you are or what spiritual path you follow, every single one has choice. Choice is powerful. Choice got you to where you are, because even no matter what the religion, what the political philosophy is, economic philosophy, whatever, personal philosophy, you made a choice. And you got to ask yourself, why are you at this place? You know, especially if it's a bad thing. Now, if it's a good thing, look at the choices that got you there. Because I thought about this. Now, I'm sitting in front of a bookcase right now in my townhouse. What choices got me to this place? Because it could have been someplace else. You know, when I was looking to move, I was looking at some other places. I was like, But then I thought about, even there, why was I where I was? Where was I? Why am I in this county? I thought about those choices, you know? Every choice, every decision, you got to think, there's a choice. We always come to a crossroads. I've talked about that before in my Sunday videos, but it's a real thing. And like some of the choices are small, some of them are large, but you need to think about it. Now, if you've been making great decisions, think about those, because you want to keep making those decisions. You want to keep making those correct choices. You want to say to yourself, okay, why am I right here? Oh, okay, I made that choice. It could have been years ago not to hang out with this particular crew because they got in trouble. Or it could have been that choice to get this particular mate. That's why you in this particular area, you know? You got to look at every little thing, and even look at not just the choice, but what influenced the choice. Because, you know, even though I talk about thinking and you making the choice, there's still, you know, we still going to be influenced. We still going to listen, maybe. And even then, it's like, okay, did you listen to this person as opposed to this person, or you followed this trend as opposed to that trend? Think about the clothes that you have on. Think about every little thing, you know? Then you can understand stuff, especially if things aren't going well. You especially have to do that. Like I said, if you've been making great choices, you're in a great position, think about what got you there and keep making those choices, because you can make a wrong choice at any point and then you can go down. You know, there's a concept called spiraling. You know, you either going up, you either spiraling up or you spiraling down. There's a lot of people out here spiraling down because they keep making a choice. They keep making a bad choice. They need to think, okay, what got them to this point? Like, I know a young lady, she had gotten out of a really bad relationship, really bad abusive relationship. She actually sat back and thought about the choices that got her into that relationship. And it really wasn't that particular gentleman, and I'm using the word loosely. It wasn't that particular gentleman, but it was a choice from her childhood, a choice. You know, her reaction to something in her childhood that got her to this point. And speaking of childhood, there's a lot of times that we're doing stuff and it's not what's happening right there, but something that happened in the past. You know, and I would highly recommend, if you can't figure it out on your own, talk to a mental health professional. You have a lot of people out there who are really going through some stuff, but it's a choice they made, and they might not be conscious of the choice. Sometimes you gotta think, like when you're thinking about choices that got you here, you gotta think, okay, I made that choice there. But then this point there, I made that choice to get to that point, then that choice, because it's constant. It could be going to work one day, you know? Like I remember one time, was visiting a friend. Me and the family was visiting a friend down in the Maryland area. And on leaving, making a choice to leave at a certain moment, ran into a deer. And I thought about that. It might seem small or something, but it was just like, wow, if I had just chose to stay maybe a little bit longer, just a minute longer, I wouldn't have ran into that deer. It caused some damage to the car and stuff, and I had to put up with some crap with the car, and they fixed it and everything. But I thought about that. I was like, if I had just chose just to wait a minute longer, just a minute, probably wouldn't have ran into that deer. That's how powerful it is. That's how powerful a choice is. We make larger choices, definitely in relationships. We might take a job or do something. Like I would say this with choice. If you come to a crossroads, you come to a choice and you don't feel good about it, I would just say in general, don't do it. Don't do it, because that's something within you, which I don't talk about a lot, intuition and everything, that's telling you, nah, you don't want to do this. Follow that. Because sometimes, and I've seen it not only in my own life, but other people's lives that I've known. They made a bad choice at a moment, and then they putting up with some crap. And it's like, nah. And one of the things with the choices, good or bad, is they are lessons. Because we've all made good and bad choices. But what was the lesson there? It could be the simple lesson of not making that choice again. It could be that simple lesson. It could be, I don't know, it could be anything. It could be anything. But you want to think about it. You want to think, okay, how did I get there? How did I get to this point? Now, for those of you who might be going through something bad at this moment, think about the choices that got you here, but also know this. You can make the choice to go in a different direction. You can make the choice to get a different type of person, for a relationship or even friendships. Or you can make a choice to get a different type of job or career move, something, business, something, You can make a different choice as to where you want to live. You can do it, or to even get in that position to do it. You can make a choice on how you spending money, so you saving up money, you getting your credit together, so you can have a better choice as to where you want to live. It's so many things. We make so many choices. Now, like I said, some of them can be good, some of them can be bad, but we want to make the correct choice as much as possible, and then no matter good or bad, still learn from it. All right, but really think about it. Think about what choices got you to this point. And you don't have to share it with anybody. You don't have to share it. You can just write it down and just look at it yourself. And if you think it's some really bad stuff, like I said, I always highly recommend a mental health professional to help you out. All right, but they still come down to choices. Very powerful, very powerful. So anyway, that's all I have for now. I'm choosing to end this video now. Anyway, I'll get back with y'all. Y'all have a good weekend. Peace and blessings.